we're back. We're super excited because we have Tucker today. Yay.
Thanks for having me. We're in the car. We're in the studio. Sorry.
We're
We're in the studio.
This is the studio.
We are in camp mode.
In camp mode.
On 20th.
In case you didn't know.
There's literally a fireplace.
We set a
in front of
mood.
us.
Camping in the Heights.
It's a thing, apparently. But yeah, no. And it was funny because I was literally telling you, I was like, people are like, oh, you guys like film in the car, whatever. I'm like, yeah, it's our quiet space. You know?
It's the only space, yeah.
It's the only space we got.
Yeah.
That is like nice and quiet. You know, we're so grateful that we have the cafe now, but like that was our quiet space during the day. Now we don't have that.
Well, that's
Now
us
we get to
being.
share it with everybody.
I know. And that's why now being closed on Tuesdays, when I come in here, I'm like, man, this is so nice. There's no one here. It's just me and the silence.
Does the staff know that y'all are in here? Do they know where we're parked?
100%.
Yeah.
And they know not to come over here.
Yeah.
Okay. So the boundary has been drawn. All right.
Like,
Let me cancel my DoorDash order real
I know.
quick.
We're like, if it's going to burn down, just let it burn down in the next 30 minutes.
Yeah. I was like, we're not going to be that long. We're literally outside.
Oh my gosh, that's
But
amazing.
anyways, we're so excited to have you. Little backstory. I met Tucker because I just joined Lose Lace, which is his little run club. Well, little.
I was like, little.
No, I would say it's little.
I mean, it was kind of, even when I first started going there, I was like, oh, it's pretty small. Like, it's not too big. And then, I mean, it just grew so quickly. I feel within like the month, maybe on like my 5th visit, I was like, wow, holy shit. Like, there's so many people here. Like, it definitely, like, did it feel like building up overnight? Because...
Not overnight, no, because...
I mean, you definitely started it way before I did.
Yeah, no. It still feels small to me. And I think the reason it feels small still is because, and this isn't me tooting my own horn, but like it's only me running things. Yeah. And I've gotten help here and there, with certain elements, but for the most part, like logistics and event planning and like it's just me. So in that way, it feels small because if I had more people doing this with me, okay, it's a bigger project. I have more hands, but it's just me operating still. So in my head, I'm like, it can't be that big if one person is just running the whole thing. But in terms of like size and growth, there have been some events that have blown up and we've had a lot of people out, which has been it's been exhilarating. It's been eye-opening. It's almost like those pinch me moments where it's like, why are so many people hanging out with me today? Yeah. You know, like, but no, not overnight. Like, I remember this was May of 2024, June of 2024. And like, maybe the first 3 months, it was just like 10 people every event. And it was great. And I had always said, and I still say to this day, if I can get one new person every single event, that's successful to me, right? Because like one person found out about it or one person told another person or someone saw it on Instagram or whatnot. And I got one new person and reached a new person. That's success to me.
Yeah.
And so whenever I'm doing like my pre-event breakdown to everybody where I kind of black out sometimes and I don't remember what I'm saying or what I'm supposed to say, but I try and ask like, hey, who's new here? Who's a rookie? Who's never been to Loose Lace? And somehow I get like more than 20 or 30 hands every single time. And I'm like, and it just kind of shows you like how big the city is and like, and the amount of reach there is in the city. And so for almost 2 years now, we've never had an event where we've never had, a new person, right? It's always been someone new. So in that perspective, it's been great. But yeah, it took like 3 or 4 months to like crack like the 40 plus. Mm-hmm. And that 40 plus felt like a million.
Yeah, for sure.
You know? And I was, especially when I showed up or I turned the corner, it was at Easy's Liquor Lounge. And we had done like a little photo shoot before just to like get some content. And I turned the corner before the event started. And I was like, I don't recognize more than half these people.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm like, usually it's like I just see, you know, the group of the friends that I usually have. And I'm like, these are all strangers.
Yeah.
Then my heart really started. I got so nervous. I was like, I haven't thought about the moment where like, I actually have to like talk to people and like introduce me. And it went great. It was awesome. And so after that, our new like average started going up a little bit. And then that's when we started getting into like the collab game and, you know, reached out to businesses, and I was kind of hustling and being like, all right, like where else can we pop up and do this? And you start seeing different neighborhoods show out and different people, and eventually like Loose Lace was circled on some people's calendars, and you know, it just grew consistently, and doing awesome collabs and with local businesses and stuff definitely helped as well. So, you know, it's been crazy. It's sometimes like I can't fathom it, but you know, I love hearing it from other people that showed up and were new at some point and experienced it. And I'm so thankful for y'all and to everybody that's ever showed up. Like, it just, I've never imagined it to be like this.
I mean, the meets are awesome. I think for a reason why I gravitated towards it, it was very much like, hey, just come hang out. It doesn't matter if you're like walking or if you're whatever. It would even, like, some of the groups feel like I gotta be already like on my shit, you know, and I'm like, I'm just starting. You know, this is a whole new thing. I'm just getting into running and I'm trying to figure out. So to me and what I saw online, it was just like, it felt like obviously a community, but like in a safer, not like you gotta be running this fast and I'm just like, I'm just starting. I don't know.
No, exactly. Anything. Like that was the whole premise. Like I'm not.
You started it.
I'm not a runner, right? Yeah. Like I'm not a runner. I played baseball growing up, and then in my adult life, like I've done the slow pitch softball thing. I tried picking up the golf clubs, right? Like it just wasn't me. I couldn't do it, and then running. It is honestly very, and like. And part of it is kind of like expensive too, like golf clubs and, you know, tee times and then the slow pitch thing. I was just like, I don't want to do this all the time. Like I've hit the baseball and I'm over that. And then running showed up, and honestly, like wasn't for running. I kind of just like love brands and I love clothes, and I kind of like what like the running space was doing and kind of like towing the line of like streetwear, but also keeping kind of like this performance to it. And then as I got more into that, I was like, wait, like the community aspect of this is awesome. Like all these activations these brands are doing and bringing people to their stores and doing stuff. I'm like, we could do something like this in Houston. And me being naive to like just the city, because I personally never went out to any of these events. And so I knew as I started, I learned about some other clubs in the area. But the biggest thing for me was like, okay, well, I'm going to do it my way, respectfully. Like to me, it's like not competition. Like everyone's got their own niche and their own style and own personality. I'm going to put my personality into this. And going back to like, I'm not a runner. All right. I'm not going to start a run club that's like runner focused, right? To me, it's community. Like my baseball days, I love being like that heartbeat on the team. I love, you know, being in the locker room pregame, the ping pong, and, you know, making fun of the guys and stuff, because I truly thought it helped us play better on the field, of like having that camaraderie and like making everybody feel comfortable. And, you know, it's that brotherhood. It's like baseball is like our own fraternity. And after that's gone, it's like, man, I kind of feel lost. Like since I was 8 years old playing Little League, I've been on a team, right? Yeah. And then one day it's like, well, shoot, I'm in the real world now, right? I'm not on a team anymore. And so it's like, where
are my buddies at?
I was legit like, you go from seeing them every single day, and then it's like, well, I don't see anybody anymore.
Yeah. Adulthood.
It's been
hard.
There's the peaks and valleys. And so this was like an outlet for me to like, and that's my approach towards Loose Lace, is like, this is a team. Yeah. And I was kind of explaining like the merch that we're putting together, right? Yeah. Like it's very like team aspect, right? Like it's really a cohesive thing. And that's why I'm super thankful for everybody that's ever shown up, because there is no energy and personality, to this group unless people show up. Right. Yeah, so, it's been awesome.
Idea. Now I need you to come in here. And
I literally was like, I just want to get like maybe 20 people together just to like go on a little run, but be social first. Look at this guy. He's about to just. We good?
Yeah.
You're just tearing up your car right now.
No.
So, no, it was, I just wanted it to be not this massive thing, but this thing where like I can just kind of create my own new team of friends where like we hit like a little run and like we come back and have a drink and hang out, and bam. Never expected it to be like an event where we had 200 people at an event, right? Yeah. And so with that, like there's a lot of adapting and trying to figure out, okay, like how do I do this better? Still, that's an everyday thing now, but like in the back of my head, I've always wanted to start a brand. And so this was kind of an outlet to that. And so all of last year, it was like, I mean, I almost got burnt out last year. And now it's like, all right, how do we step back, stay consistent with events, but like also put time and energy into places where like you need to grow the thing for it to like, for longevity reasons, like grow. So I'm in a confused place right now, but Loose Lace is very much alive and we're still going and we've got some events coming up. But
always turn into therapy sessions.
Honestly, like
there's a little line.
This is the therapy session for all our friends.
Yeah.
But like I found out about Loose Lace actually through Evelyn. You know, like she went to this run club, which I had no idea it was Loose Lace, and
like,
I was
okay, you're running now.
yeah, and I was like,
I'm just
No,
it was a two-part thing. I was like, you're running ? And also, where was my invite?
you're like, wait, yeah. Why are you doing things without me?
out there, you just ignored me.
Yeah, I know, I hate running. And I was like, I hate running.
Yeah,
I was
see?
like, but then I love that aspect of. She was like, no, I just walk, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I was like, and then like different
and it was
days.
like a catch up, and we
Yeah.
met some people.
Yeah.
Like it's really cool.
And that was like the separator for me is, you know, as I learned about all these other run clubs and stuff, right? Like a lot of them were very run heavy, you know, like very mile heavy, pace group heavy. And for me personally, like imagining myself walking into a space like that, like can be very intimidating. I don't know how to categorize myself as a pace group. If I've never really run before, it makes it, from the perspective of it, seems more serious when there's pace groups. And for me especially, like I want to hang out and like meet some people, right? So running 5 or 6 miles, I don't want to talk to anybody after, right? So that's why it's very like social first, all right? And at first I think our run started at like around like 3, and then we had our walking group that would obviously do less because the goal was to get everybody back at the same time. And then we kind of just evolved more, and it's like, all right, like let's just run 2 miles. Like we don't need to do 3. 2's great. No pace groups. I always tell people, like, if you want to take a shortcut, take a shortcut. Like, this is your time. I really want people to feel like they can do what they want with their time. Like, they don't have to do what we're doing. Go get a beer while everyone else is running, and just, like, cause I just want people to hang out. That's it. But people love going on runs together, which is great. And I think that's why, like, that community is so important to people, of like going out to these run clubs. And so we've also evolved over time. I think it was one time at Babita's in River Oaks, we had some people.
He loves that place.
Some people just like were like, like, I don't want to do the run the whole time. But I don't want to walk the whole time either. And so this little group just kind of like split off and did kind of like their own interval back and forth thing. I was like, I love that. And we had some people who were like, hey, like, can we do that?
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I think that's sick, actually. Like, if we have the people that want to run it and do it, like, let's try it. And I remember, like, the next one, we were like, hey, who would want to do, like, a back and forth run? Like, a 3-minute run, 3-minute walk, 3-minute run, 3-minute walk. And people were like, wait, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, like, that's good.
It's great. And so, like, finally, like, the red light, green light group is what we call it, started. And Keddy, Hanny, and Robin, shout out to y'all. They're the ones that usually lead that group, and they time it out, and they've got their little stop and go paddles, and they tell the whole group when to go and when to stop. And so that's honestly been a big separator for us, and it's helped people feel more comfortable, and it's more inclusive to everybody. But yeah, the whole point is like, let's run for like 20-ish minutes and get back and like hang out for like the next hour or so. It gives people like, I'm not out of energy. You know, I've got time to hang out still. That's the aspect of community that I want, where it's like, okay, we sweat a little, but I want to stay longer, you know?
And I think that's a lot like that people are looking for too. Obviously, we're a big part is like, obviously we just want a healthier lifestyle. We want walking and running and all this to be part of our daily life. But then also there's, you know, we're so grateful to social media and all of this internet stuff. But also, you know, there is that disconnect of like, hey, I just want to kind of get back to like, I want to meet someone. I want to talk to someone. I want to some human interaction, you know? And I think it's something that we see at the cafe too.
Yeah.
We were putting together. It's just like, yeah, we just want like, where people want to come in and like hang out and like actually talk to each other. And, you know, and it's funny because like that when we first did the day break here, and I'm like, yo, they're here at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
That was wild.
And people, like, they're not even ordering, not because they're trying to wait or anything, because they're actually talking to each other.
Yeah, no,
They're
100%.
actually talking to each other, trying to meet people.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh yeah, let me go grab a coffee.
Yeah, no, 100%. I even remember Sean being like, people won't like take the coffee tickets. Like, why won't people take the coffee tickets?
They
Like,
really just want to talk.
they're just hanging out.
Yeah.
I love that you brought up that point because people ask, what do you love the most about Loose Lace, or like, what are you the most thankful for? And honestly, it's the culture and the expectation now is that when you go to Loose Lace, like, walls are down. Because I think right now, like, in a time and place in the world, like, a lot of people have a hard time like approaching people,
rough out here.
Yeah.
right? Like talking and it's just, and I have it too, where it's like, like, I want to go talk to that person. He seems like a cool person, but like, I don't want to approach, like, a lot of people have reservations.
Or I don't know.
Exactly.
You know,
And
for sure.
so,
With like social media now, like,
I
and
think it
like
just
instant
blurs
messaging,
everything.
people don't do that human interaction
1,000%.
anymore. And it's just so much easier
1,000%.
to do that casual, like, hi, bye, and then walk away, and then send them a long message.
Yeah, I know.
100%, dude.
Like,
Just saw you.
I was like, we just saw each other. We could have had this interaction.
yeah, no,
in
victim.
person.
I've definitely done that too, right? Like, yeah, no. But Loose Lace, for some reason, and it's just little things that we've done over time that have like kind of set the culture. But I love when people are like, it was so easy to like walk up to someone and start talking because the other person and other people
You're new too?
have that
Cool,
expectation
you know?
of like being open and like wanting to talk to someone.
Yeah.
And I think it's also like nice to like, you know, even if it's not your first event and you go a few times, right? Like you start seeing familiar faces.
Yeah.
And even if you haven't talked to them, like you kind of feel connected with them, right? Because you're like, oh, like you've been here too.
You've
Like
been
I've been
before,
here as
yeah.
well. Like they've probably noticed me too. Like, let me go talk to them.
Yeah.
And then bam. And I
Well,
will,
those are common interests now. You know,
Yeah.
like you guys know you have something in common.
100%.
so it's
And that
easier
leads
for
to
you
going to get a coffee
Yeah.
at third
Yeah.
place, right? Like, I think where this whole thing started for me, honestly, like I was like, okay, I want to meet some friends. I need some new friends. It started, and it's basically like my support group, the people that help me run like the run clubs and whatnot. They all met at Loose Lace. Like they didn't know each other outside of Loose Lace. And then they all kind of just like inserted themselves as like volunteers, and they all started becoming friends. And now they're best friends outside of Loose Lace.
Yeah.
And like when that happened and I saw that and I realized that, I was like, this is no longer about me. I've seen what this can do for others. And that's honestly like the motivation, like the fire under my ass, where it's like, okay, I want to keep this thing going because I see how important it is to other people and how much people need this.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Like, I mean, when I think of Loose Lace, I don't even think of just a run club. You know, I think it's gotten so much bigger than.
Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
by the way. I
It
love that
is.
you said that. I love that you said that.
You know,
Love
like,
that.
it got introduced to me as a run club. Now I see you guys doing a lot more social aspect, sponsorship, all this other social gatherings and everything. It's a beautiful thing to see people grow.
Thank you.
You know,
No,
and change with the times and with the people and what people
yeah.
want.
No.
And it's very refreshing.
Thank you. No,
And I love your merch.
Thank you. We're working
Like,
on it.
I'm wearing
That's
this
what.
fabric
Yeah. No, literally. No, I think it's funny the fact that you said that, because like I have meetings with some people and like I also explain this to some people, but I hate the term run club, and I think, and I don't hate run clubs.
Yeah.
I hate being labeled as a run club, because for me personally, you know, I want this, and that's why, like, if you've seen the name on Instagram change to experience, right? Like, that's what I want it to be more. We don't just do run clubs. I want to be able to host other community events that's very, like, in the taste and the realm of what the Loose Lace personality and vibe is.
Yeah, because you did like the sound.
Exactly. We did the thing at St. Augustine where we did like our vinyl night. We've done DJ sets before. But the run club, I mean, that was how we got into the community. That's how we like stepped into the community and like gained our following. And that's always going to be an aspect. It's one of the experiences of Loose Lace is our run club, right?
Well, I think now there's like a level of trust that people have in
Yeah.
their brand. You know, now it's recognizable, and now they're like, oh, what else is Loose Lace going to do now?
Right. Yeah. And I love that. Like, that's an awesome thing that you said, because it's like, what they're doing this? Well, I guess like it makes sense though. It's loose lace. Like that's like it seems like they would do something like that. Like the daybreak net thing now, right? Like it's still trying to get legs, but you know, everyone's doing the weekend social or, you know, the midweek nighttime run club. Like, let's do something before we go to work. And let's see how it goes, right? Like, I'm all for concepts. I'm all, and I know y'all are, like, y'all kill it with the activations and the concepts and bringing people in. Like, let's just see, like, what we can create. And I think anybody can do anything as long as it makes sense and fits into like their, you know, their ethos and their brand, character, right? So yeah, who knows? And honestly, one of my goals at the beginning of Loose Lace was when we were creating this graphic, like the classic Loose Lace characters. I wanted something to stick out where you don't have to read the words. You just see the characters and you're like, oh, I know exactly who that is. Yeah. And I think we've gotten to that point for the most part, like with people who are familiar with us or have seen us, that they see that and they're like, oh, that's Loose Lace. I know that. So, no, it's been in certain areas.
Like you can like change them and it's so cute.
That over time, that was also development where we were like, okay, like if we're going to do like a bigger event, like I want to spice up the graphic a little bit, right? And so,
but still be y'all, like still be that.
And the way I kind of thought about that too is, so I worked for the Astros out of college. My first 2 years out of college, I was a photographer and videographer for the Astros.
Oh yes.
And just kind of around like the sponsors and stuff, like that whole stadium, everything is an opportunity for sponsorship.
Oh wow.
So if you want a sponsorship and you want to buy a sponsorship space, like the back of the mound or the random sign or the pole that's over.
That's true.
You can make that a sponsorship. Like everything has a price on it and like you can, and so I was like, well, Loose Lace characters, like I'm going to look at it like that. Like you can literally customize and put these people in. And so like, that's kind of where it grew with like, oh, we're going to do something disco theme. Like, let's put them on a dance floor. Let's throw them in an outfit. Let's put like whoever's branding on their hat or something like that, right?
So my favorite's the one where they're at the cafe.
Exactly.
Oh, with the arch.
Like how cool is that?
She showed me and I was like, oh my God, this is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
And after we had that meeting, I was like, all right, like the graphic designer that I used, Tom, I'll just like send him like photos. Like when Sean and I did the museum thing, when we did our daybreak, I just sent like a bundle of photos of the restaurant. And I was like, hey, here's where we're doing the event. I would love to create something that's directly tied in to where we're doing this. And he sketched out the bar. And I was like, wait, this is so ideal. So cool.
Like, yeah, the arches make sense.
No, it was beautiful. So,
I mean, is this your full-time job now?
I spend the amount of time.
People don't know. I mean, some people.
I want this to be my. I wish it was my full-time job. Because the amount of time that I do it, right? Like,
well,
it's a lot of time and effort.
You'll be surprised at how, like we were talking about Sean earlier. Like, that's not that man's full-time job. You know?
I know.
Like, but you put so much time and effort into something you love that it looks like it's your full-time job.
Exactly. I think that question has always been the funniest one to me because it's like, when someone asks me that, I'm like, yeah, what do I do? What is my job?
You think this is pain?
What do I do?
Right? Like that. After our last daybreak, I commented. I was just, it was my own event, but I commented, so funny going to your own before work coffee social when you don't even know what your own job is. Like, so full time, what pays the bills? I coach baseball. I coach baseball for the Texans baseball organization or Texans baseball club. Started coaching with them 5 years ago and it was one team. It was a 10-year-old team and that whole team, are now 15. They're all freshmen in high school, which is insane.
More adults.
Oh my gosh. It's like, I can see them at 10 and I can see them now and I'm like, and I'm like, I'm 30. I was 25, right? But that organization has grown from one team to I think about 8 or 9 teams now. And so in this present day, like today, I got to go coach my 9-year-old team. And then I also help coach 13s and 14s. And then as well as whenever they're in school right now, but the 15-year-old team, that 10-year-old team that I started with, they still play as well. And so, that's an evening event. So you know, my Monday
Mornings are all mine.
my Monday through Friday, or Sunday through Friday is practices in the evening.
Technical difficulties. We're back.
We're ripping.
A goddamn producer.
I know. Unbelievable. You know, equipment got hot. Who knew? We're learning things.
The sun's hot.
Texas.
The sun's hot.
The sun is hot.
Texas, guys.
So your full-time job.
Yeah.
So have any of these kids participated in any loose lace events?
They have not. Some of them, they know that I do
They're
it.
15. I mean, I feel like they're gonna start. They're like,
No, sorry. I will.
15-year-olds
One
outpace us.
outpaces.
one kid showed up. He showed up with his parents too. And they're awesome. Cecil, his dad's Cecil Shorts. He played for the Texans for a little bit. They showed up to one of our early like DJ sets at it was at the
Cute.
Thompson Hotel. And they came to a good one. That was one of like that was like a monumental moment in Loose Lace history. And
That one's massive.
they showed up like middle of it, and they were like, "What is going on?" Like I was in the back,
Like,
like
it was a hang.
yeah. They're like, "What is this? Y'all aren't even like running. Like, what is going on right now?" And I was in the back, and I saw them like walking through the crowd, and I was like, and they were like, "Where are we right now?" And I'm
like, who are you?
"Oh, keep going."
Yeah, who are you?
more like, who
That's
are
my
you?
coach.
Exactly. Exactly. So no, that's been the only one. I've had some
You're
other
like
kids.
A person outside.
I've had to miss like a lot of baseball games because our events would fall like on a Saturday morning. And so the kids would be like, "Where were you?" And I was like, for the longest time, like I wanted to avoid explaining this thing to them because like
Yeah.
I don't expect 13-year-olds to
Yeah,
understand like what Loose Lace is and like Run Club. Like
I have friends.
They're like, are you TikTok
exactly.
famous?
Exactly. What do you mean y'all get together to like run? Like
Like,
what? Like
what?
that sounds super lame. And so I'm like,
Especially
and then
for young kids.
right? And then eventually, like they've got Instagram too, so like they start seeing like what I'm posting, and like
Things, yeah.
and they're like, oh, this is a thing, and so now they know what Loose Lace is, and sometimes they'll be like, yeah, like I'm gonna show up, and I'm like, no, you're not.
No, you're
like
not. You're not one
I
of you.
respectfully don't want to see you. No, they're great. They're great kids, and like baseball has like been. I mean, it's really been like a part of my whole life. Like it's opened every door in some way. It's shaped the person I am today. Just like, the life lessons that baseball gives. I get to share it with the kids that I coach every single day. Right. You know what I learned the other day, last week? I've gotten so old and these kids are so young. They had no idea I played baseball. You just think I'm a guy off the street that's just coaching y'all things?
I was like, I can see that, bro.
Like my credibility.
Like you play.
So you're
baseball.
telling me they've probably just like looked at me and they've probably been like, oh, Loose Lace. Like, what is it? Like, he's not a baseball guy. Like, I've just been coaching. Part of me thinks like they haven't thought I'm like a credible like coach because they're like,
Not
he
at
doesn't
all.
play, right? I'm like, I played at Baylor, and they're like, you played at Baylor?
And they're like,
I'm like, wait, I played this game. Like, I was okay. I'm not a professional, but like, I was decent.
We're good.
And so
I
I
have to
actually,
coach you.
I brought my cleats to practice,
Just to
put them on, and I went and took ground balls at shortstop and dusted them. Oh my God. Like, I had
They had
like
to show
jaw,
you something.
they were mouth open, like, and I was like, yeah, dude.
Did you just think I just like rolled in here and just?
I was like, I hope y'all listen to me now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not
What's
just
so
here.
funny is because like we have the same kind of like sentiments because like we'll be in the kitchen area, we'll run our mouths, we're like this, oh, you guys are moving too slow and blah blah. And then I was like, what? Let me show you. And then you get on the line and you're like working your ass off, and I'm like, see, I got this.
Yeah.
But then I go home and I'm just like, man, I'm broken.
body.
Man.
Oh, dude.
My body hurts.
And that same day I brought my cleats, I ran 10 miles because I'm training for that's like my sport now is I'm training for a half marathon. But I run 10 miles that day.
You're like.
I was like, I gotta do this though.
Yeah, I have
Like,
to.
I really have
Really
to
impressive.
prove
Like
myself
that. Yeah.
to these kids, right? And like you're right,
But I'm
I
not
got
a
home
stranger.
and I'm like, oh my gosh.
can't
Like
do this
I ran like 14 miles today actually. But these kids better listen to me now. So
Yeah.
the
You're like,
payoff
I proved my point.
the payoff was worth it, but I was really taken aback when I'm like, they have no clue that I play baseball. They just think I'm some Joe Schmo that they just like got off the street or like
too.
to tell them or like to throw batting practice to them. Blew my mind. I kind of felt like I felt disrespected. But sorry,
I mean, you felt some type of way that you're like, you know what? I need to come prove it to y'all.
Literally, like I was like, but our environment, like the way we coach, like they're like a bunch of like little brothers is like how I look at it. And I think that this day and age of coaching, like used to have like when I was in high school, like the age of like the old school hard ass coach was like kind of fading out, and it was more of like this like player coach type of personality that was coming in. And so I'm definitely more of like a player's coach kind of guy, right? But there's times where like you gotta, you know, prove yourself and do certain things to like have that respect. But also it's like
I'm the adult.
But the way I approach it too is like, hey, like when we're not playing baseball, like off the field, like, hey, like I'm your best friend, bigger brother, whatever. You need help, you know, like please like text me, call me, DM me on Instagram, right? Like I've got the same Cecil kid. Like we send each other like cool shoes. Like he's like, dude, look at these are awesome. I'm like, these are sick, dude. And he was like, where do you get those? I was like, I don't know, like let me know if you find them. So it's stuff like that. But baseball's been everything to me, and so thankfully like I'm in a position where like I can get paid to do it. But you know,
actually pays the bills, and you get to have your I mean, it's not really a pastime or a hobby now. It's like, it's this thing that really brings you joy that you are able to have the time to do so, because it is a lot, it consumes a lot of your time.
100%.
Especially with the two worlds collide like that, you know, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, no, it's been awesome that I've been able to do it this long. I'd be lying though if I wanted to do it, if I said I wanted to do it forever. Like, I think I've got so many, like, obviously we talked about loose lace, but there's so many other ideas and concepts that I want to start up that eventually like baseball is going to have to like go away. I also, you know, baseball is all my evenings, right? And sometimes my whole weekends. And so, you know, living a life with friends and a girlfriend, like it's kind of hard to like have that opposite schedule of everybody. I know y'all know, I know running a restaurant, that world of showing up early and leaving late is crazy. Yeah. And so it's kind of like, all right, like I want to pursue some other things. And I'm afraid like the older I get, like the more I'll just get stuck in it. And I'm like, all right, like I gotta pursue these other things now. So we're kind of in a crossroads right now. But it's exciting. I'm trying to like look at it very optimistically and be like, all right, this is exciting. Like Lucis has put me in places.
Like connecting, like, you know, you growing up and then like this sport being so important to you, but also like that's really all that it's all really built you for this.
100%.
And it makes sense that it's you know, you're at this crossroads and all these things are making sense. But again, a lot of doors are opening up. Because you're able to put yourself in this position. For sure. But it wouldn't have happened if it wasn't without the sport itself.
Yeah, 100%. And now, like, with the loose lace thing growing, like, the experience in itself, like, again, baseball and, like, that community aspect that, like, I really, really wanted post-baseball career forms loose lace. And this community forms, and now it's giving me other opportunities to branch out and, like, create all these other experiences. And so it's like I told you in there, like I feel like I'm in such like a unorganized part of my life, but I'm trying to like remind myself like every hour, or I'm like, this is part of it. Like just enjoy it. Like really like grasp onto it, right? Like
I don't think people have that conversation enough where they're just like, all right, we have this restaurant, you have this beautiful organization, but it's like, what's next? Yeah. Like, and like people would think that either you're selling out or you're just like giving up, or but no, like there needs to be an evolution of everything that we're doing. You know, like some things are just not sustainable. You know, like and then like it needs to evolve into something much bigger or greater. I was like, or bring in more people, or change the idea, or get into different kind of deals and everything. That this absolutely open up for you. We always have that conversation. We're like, what's next? What's after this? What else can we do?
And it's got to be a little bit uncomfortable too, right?
Uncomfortable. But I think, like, I personally, again, everybody has their own process where, you know, that's why you can't, like, try to compare anything to anything else. But for me, it's like knowing that when I feel uncomfortable, I'm like, I'm doing something right. Yeah. Because I'm not complacent. Yeah. I know that this has legs for something else, that I'm still alive. Like, I'm still willing to push myself. Yeah. I'm still willing to create something different. So I think for me, it's just like when you're comfortable, like that that's fear.
Yes.
Where I'm just like, why am I too comfortable? Why is this,
100%.
Like, so I think like even in that uncomfortable space that you're currently in, of you're just like, well, I'm trying to figure it all out. It's good because it's like, okay, something is things are changing, and then something better is gonna come out of this because I know that things are changing. For the
and you built a level of trust with people, It's like, I think that's what people see in us too. Like they have a level of trust with us where like we don't even put out a menu anymore. People are just like, yeah, we'll buy tickets for this.
100%.
We're like, you're wild, but thank you.
Yeah.
Same thing with your brand. Like your brand, your name has become something. So
like we know we're gonna have a good time. We know it's community driven. We know that it's not competitive. It's an actual space or an uptight space.
Right.
It's somewhere like I can genuinely go and be myself, and I'll know that I will be accepted. I feel like that's the vibe.
That's literally
right?
Thank you. Like that is like
that's
so refreshing to hear. That's
we're really here just to fucking talk about you and how wonderful you are and all the things.
No, that's so refreshing to hear.
Therapy session.
No, that's the most refreshing thing to hear because that's at the end of the day, like it's hard to get a place where you walk into it and like just have like this authentic, genuine, space of like feeling like you can be yourself and it's not you're not afraid to like be vulnerable and like put yourself in these positions to meet other people, right? And like we were kind of talking about that with the the campaign and like the merch drop that I want to do and like really tie all that in, but like having people say like, hey, it was so fun and like easy meeting people today. That means like that is what everything should be to me. That's what it's about, and like making sure that the moves that we do make to make sure like our events are going the way they should. Like that's at the end of the day. Like I don't care if like I PR'd on my run. I don't care about that. Like I don't care if like you bought like the best coffee in your life. Like I want you to walk away being like, wow, I feel so refreshed and like proud of myself for putting myself in an environment where I got to meet some new people, where I felt like a part of a new community that I didn't even know existed. And I felt like I could be myself 100% and not fake, being someone else. And, like
and
that's to me
social
the
media
coolest thing.
like, you only see the perfect and the whatever. So it's just like, no, realistically, we all are uncomfortable. It's not easy to just put yourself out there and go talk to a stranger, but we're all in the same space.
100%.
Like we're all feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's like putting the soul back into the things that people do on a regular basis. It's like that essence that people almost forgot because they need to hit their PRs. Hit this.
They need to be perfect.
Crazy,
they need
thing.
100%. Like this club, this community. Like, it's overheating.
Last comment.
Is this it? Is it?
Yeah. They make it good.
I am so thankful for everybody that's ever shown up and has wanted to be a part of something. And Loose Lace has been that thing where I want people to be a part of it because this culture and community and lifestyle of being just an open, honest, good person. Doesn't happen without people here, and I'm happy that like Loose Lace has just been that thing where people are like, I want to be a part of that because never thought it was going to be this, and it is, and every single day I'm like, wow, this is insane that I get to work on this
for sure. Well, and it's also Houston.
Yeah.
Houston people are great.
100%. Dude, you ever think that this is what's making the camera over here?
No one knows what we're talking about.
You need to insert
I know. Yeah, you need to take a little picture.
Actually, it was the car all along.
No, thank y'all for having me.
Thank you, Tucker, for coming by.
Yeah. No doubt.
Yes, thank you so much. That was so awesome.
100%.
Always great catching up. And we're just so excited to see what's next with Loose Lace and that merch drop.
Yeah.
Check him out. Follow him.
Yeah. No, thank y'all.
Things coming up.
You're all the best.
Right, thank you.
See y'all.
Bye, guys.